Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal. We have 15 days left to fire Brian Cox. And thank you to everybody who pointed out that you need to research the ability to fire people. I actually don't even know what tech tree that's under. Because if I look at like casting, because our casting office is over here, right? Would that be over here? No. But anyway, I'm not gonna get it anyway because there's no time to research something in 15 days. But it was suggested to me in my Discord that what if I tried to murder him? Because we could come to the Doyles here and say, hey, Ryan Doyle, can I sick you on this dude who works for me? Where is he? There, you. No, I'm sorry, Luis Guzman. Cease fire. A killer has prepared a canvas bag for Brian Cox and purchased a barrel of lime. Is this gonna? How long is this gonna take? Are you guys gonna do this now? We have 15 days to kill him, you guys. We have no time. Bonte Boa's journey for the Holy Chalice. Oh, what's the bet? Oh boy, there's too many good bits from Monty Python. Run away with the rabbit. That might be my favorite scene in the whole movie. The other scene that I really like, there's a lot of great scenes in that movie. The none shall pass with the knight, the knights who say knee, the whole bit with the wizard and the crossing the chasm of perilous doom and them getting their own color, like favorite color wrong. Brilliant stuff. But the other bit I really like from Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail is when Sir Lancelot goes to, or who he thinks is a princess and he's going to rescue them, but it turns out it's like the prince, and it starts with the squire getting shot with the arrow and he says, message for you, sir, and then and then Lancelot goes on a revenge quest even though his squire is actually fine. It's a good movie, man. I've actually never seen any of the other Monty Python movies like Life of Brian or anything like that. Radioactive Man Goes Rogue is finished. We're already filming the sequel to Radioactive Man Goes Rogue in Radioactive Falls in Love and Radioactive and Falls in Love. Oh, we've reduced the leakage. Fantastic. Even further. No, Herbert Ford, you've betrayed me. Somebody give me something. I need something. I'm dying here. Yes! Does this count as firing him? A 4-leaf clover was found near the corpse. It worked! Brilliant! This is amazing. He was dissolved into oblivion. That's so good. If the bastard pulls something like that again, we'll deal with him in our own way. Don Armando, you don't need to worry about that, brother. Oh, that's wonderful. Ooh, spirited young lady. Nice. Yeah, start again, Lester Bush. Oh, that's so funny. 0.0? Not too bad. 3.2. Let's run it back. Excuse me? There we go. Good enough. Now, money's gonna be a bit tighter on movies now that we're not a part of the Alliance anymore. We'll see how things go. Daniel Drake and the Golden Road is done. 8 out of 8, not too bad. Start the post-production. Give it to the best people we have. Why are Emma Berry and what's his name already assigned here? That's very strange. That wouldn't be my first choice. There we go. Yeah, we got 4 dudes researching constantly. Irina Holmes, 8% at the very end. All right, we'll cut our ties with that movie. Send it to the archives. Gary Trotter and the inmate of Alcatraz. What on earth do they even talk about in the third Harry Potter movie? Man, I remember the story beats. I don't remember any like particular phrase. He's your godfather, Gary. Don't turn him in. Minneapolis is ready to go as well. Nice. C+. Nobody likes Wizard Wars around here, man. It's a race. The race is on between Gary Trotter and Radioactive Man to see which one of them can get the required sequels fast enough for the Trash King upgrade. How did Minneapolis do? Oh, it's an 8 out of 8 fresh movie, y'all. I was talking with my wife about Chicago, and we both kind of came to the consensus that there's not a good guy. They're all bad. Except for Amos, her husband. He's just a dummy. But he is as God made him. It's not his fault. Bonte Boas. Running around 2,000 at the end. We'll drop her down. We could just do 2,000 across the board, I think. Make it simple for my brain. Something seems to have weirded out here, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Everything's in the black. That's good. The Old Monk. Not the best movie I've ever made, but still pretty good. Second unit. Salvador Ramos. Have at it, squad. 3001, A Vacuum Journey. Nice, 8 out of 8. Cool. I was thinking we should make 300, like 301 Spartans. Zack Snyder's infamous film. Oh. Yeah. I don't care. You kicked me out like months ago. Why would I care about this? Pay my tax bill. From the Soviet Union with hate. It's almost a 7 out of 7. You did a good job there, Bernard. I'm gonna have Bernard do 300 for me. All right, hold on here. City streets. City interiors. Hotel. Back streets back. All right. The Super Bowl was this past weekend. Those commercials were not particularly good this year. Although, did you see the one with William Shatner and Fiber? And everybody was like, it was literally, I think it was like Raisin Bran, and everybody was like calling him Will Shat. And then the whole joke was just the pun of Will Shat. And they're like, Will Shat on a car. And he's like, yes, and they like, Will Shat today. And he's like, every damn day. It's so good. Look it up. It's William Shatner Raisin Bran. And it's actually pretty hilarious. That one legitimately made me laugh. There was another one where Sabrina Carpenter had a boyfriend made out of Pringles. And then eventually he got destroyed by a ravenous horde of girls. That was kind of funny. It wasn't on the same level as Will Shat. But that one also made me chuckle a little bit. But mostly it was about like AI. And like every company in the world is like trying to force feed AI to everybody because they don't know what to do with it, and and they're just desperate for somebody to give them money so they can justify all the money they poured into the dang thing. Man, we're just like yeeting these $1 million contracts at people, aren't we? God dang it, Felix. I'm gonna lose it. We need to find a curse. If we don't have a curse, I'm screwed. Oh no. I want to write 300 here. The 300 unit. 301 Athenians. Athens, Athenians, Athenians? Is it an E or an I? I don't know if it really matters. If we're styling it after 300, it's a pure action movie. I would say a fantasy kingdom just because there's no like equivalent to fantasy Greekdom. Hold on. Did I write this movie? I have a sneaking suspicion I wrote something very similar to this, but I don't see anything. The Old Monk, the Chop Man, Santa Slayer, bells ring throughout. I don't know. I swear to God, I was gonna write a movie about ancient Greece, but I don't see anything. So if I already wrote 300, you know, whoops. But pure action, fantasy kingdom. Protagonist is a warrior, I suppose. Where's this at? Yeah, basically a warrior. The antagonist is you would probably call him, like, tribal chief doesn't really apply because it's expel conquerors and they are the conqueror, Xerxes. Would we just call him a murderer? We got too many murderers, though. Lawless leech in a position of power. Sure. I mean, we'll say there's a villain's right hand. There's a lot of dudes in this movie. I wish I could use sidekick, but it's still stale. I'll say there's a rival in there. We just to get extra people in there. Oh, big bat. Oh, you know what? This is why I didn't make 300, is because the big battle I still don't have. Alas. Where's One Last Job? Because this is the One Last Jobbiest movie I've ever heard of. Where is it at? Crime of necessity. Definitely an ambush. Well, there it is. One Last Job. There is like betrayal, because the weird little goblin man betrays them. I don't really see betrayal. Ooh, we'll call it a cursed deal because he like makes a deal with Xerxes and then he regrets it. That, you know what? I'm throwing nudity in there. Now, they're not fully nude, but they're pretty dang close. And then it's the protagonist dies heroically and inspires all of Greece to hold back. And then we give it, or to stand up to the Persians. And then Bernard, we give it to our comedy writer of all people. All right, so we've got some stuff on the go. I'm just kind of... Okay, the old blue Termiris is no longer there. Cinder Anna. The glass slipper fits. Oh, that's the one where our director got swapped halfway through, and I really should have just reshot the movie. A beautiful love story that will never be held back accepted by a general audience. Holy crap, Janet Foley. She was crying in the movie. Find peace in heaven, Calvin Moss. Did Calvin Moss die? I thought the director died. He must have died. Wow. Shocker. 0.0. So at the end, we were running around 700. It made $4 million on its own, though. I think what we do is we give it 1,000 theaters each week, but we don't advertise, just to see what else it can squeeze out. Just don't add any advertising there. Let it rock. Wizard. Oh, there's a wizard in the old monk. Oops. I thought I was saving wizard specifically for Harry Potter. What does that mean? We can write the next Harry Potter sequel? The Gary Trotter and the Goblet of Fire, correct? Yeah, Gary Trotter and all right, so Gary Trotter and the hot cup. Hot cup. You hit me in the cup. Do you guys like I Think You Should Leave? I think I've talked about this before. Gary Trotter, of course. The bad guy is, yeah, that's when Voldemort comes back, right? Lord Goldentort, Angus Dumbledore. Let's take him out. Wizard War, of course. At the end is, it's kind of disastrous at the end, right? I will say antagonist's dreams were crushed, or the protagonist's dreams were crushed at the end, because Harry and his buddy, what's his name? Cedric Diggory, Robert Pattinson is in that movie. He gets killed. We don't have anybody to write this, though. Who's going to be free first? Looks like Joe Hughes will be freed in 18 days. But Maurice Fox will be free in 9 days. So send to the archive. We'll give this to Maurice Fox as soon as it's ready in 9 days here. Not bad. 2,000 screenings coming right back here. 2.7 for a trash movie is pretty solid, I would say. Something's going up with our calendar. There's an interstitial week in here that doesn't seem to exist for some reason. I can't be. What do you mean I'm in trouble for the code? I don't even exist anymore. I got kicked out months ago. Oh, that seemed like way more worrisome than it turned out to be. What do you mean unsuccessful and then leakage reduced? I'm so confused. Well, that's an interesting one. Highly festive atmosphere. Every fleeting event or distant melody reminds us it's a holiday season. Ah, so that's for Christmas time. Got it. Well, we will give Maurice Fox our Gary Trotter film. Have at it, Maurice. 25 days. The fastest turnaround for a script I've ever heard of. How did this go down? Okay, it made like an extra $100 and some thousand without any... Oh, no, wait. This was the... Did I advertise at all? No, I did. Oh, damn. We didn't make any money on that back at all. That's terrible. Rough. Well, it's tough sledding when you're not in the alliance anymore. It's not gonna be a cakewalk, but I think we're doing just fine. Daniel Drake in the Golden Road. We'll do this one. Maybe there's a king involved or something. All right, we're gonna push it back a week so we can make use of Memorial Day back there. Whoopsies. 22, sure. 22,200 films. Why not? There we go. If we're not gonna be advertising super late anymore, maybe it makes sense to front load our advertising again. At least 95, 100, 100, maybe? This one's for everyone, and once again, meaning it's for no one. $122,000. Granted, we have a lot longer advertising period here, but gee bus. Yes, Homer Barnett. Ah, Woodrow, you baby. Oh, you know what movie we should do? I don't think I've ever done There Will Be Blood on Hollywood Animal. That would be a good movie. Solid movie. Paul Dano's in it. I've recently remembered who Paul Dano even was. Got way too drunk. Where's the groom? See what the... Hey, they love a comedy movie, except for The Bone Grinder. Don't watch that. Don't listen to that man. 4 stars. That's what we want to see. Look at this. Everybody else loves it. Bone Grinder. At some point, we're gonna confront that man with his lack of liking our movies. Santa the Slayer. Ha! Nice. 7 out of 7. Start that project. Larry Parsons. Dude, get the multi-bend stage out of here. We don't need it. We're filming this movie entirely on location. Crazy stuff. It's been a while since I've done that. Yeah, we don't have any more. We're running out of tech, guys. You got to give me something at some point. Give this to Harry Webster, Ellis Mason, a Steve Gray joint, Roy Perry, Agnes Barrett can be the worried wife, Alfred Cohn can be the other criminal, and then Jesus Garcia. Bam. Brilliant Santa movie. Okay, so now we should probably write... There Will Be Blood. A pure drama movie if I've ever remembered one. When was that even set? Was that in like the 1910s, 20s? Maybe the 1800s? There Will Be Blood. Here shall be bile. Honestly, it's just kind of drama. If I can think of anything else. Well, we'll say historic American countryside, but we'll set it in the modern American countryside. The protagonist is Daniel... Well, oh God, what's his last name? Daniel Day-Lewis's character? I don't remember the character's name. Is his name Daniel too? I feel like it is. He's a businessman. Would you call him a wayward soul? Like, had good intentions, lost his way, and doesn't find his way ever? There isn't really an antagonist. Like, there's a lot of characters he doesn't get along with, including his own son. But there is a pastor character that he very much... Oh, you know what? We'll call him enemy from the past, because he keeps... It's like his whole life, and shit goes wrong. I don't know. What happened to the wife? Did she die? Tragically? I don't remember. That, like, there isn't a wife character much in the movie, from what I remember. Is that, like, this could be the pastor character as well as rival. There's definitely generational conflict. Could say crime of necessity, especially at the end of the movie. I guess it would, it's not really necessary, but there definitely is a crime at the end. Kind of a runaway at the end. The son and he end on not great terms. Struggle for a better life is in there. And then the finale. The finale is kind of just like pessimistic. like kind of retires for good. Overcomes self-doubt. We'll say retires for good. That kind of fits with the other themes we have going on here. And we'll give it to our action writer of all people. I can't believe killing that guy at the very beginning of the episode worked. Cinder Anna. It's negative, you guys. Ooh, this one is a 5 out of... Like, we need to be knocking these out of the park in order to be making a profit, though. That's really the problem that we're running into. Let's try to get it into the black in the very least, so we don't lose rep for it. Let's not cancel. Let's not add any advertising. Let's just hope we can squeak out a positive outcome for that movie. Bells ring throughout. All right, we've got we're down to like our lower level cinematographers. Are there any better guys out here? I got an Anthony Ross. He's a 7.7. Leroy Daniels is a 7.6. We could ditch Thomas Morrison. Oops. The brother of Hubert Morrison, maybe? Older brother? Yeah, let's grab Leroy Daniel here. Give him a chance to shine. A newbie. At the very least, we could have another 8-star cinematographer on our hands. City streets, city interiors. Nope. Backstreet. This looks very similar to the other movie we just did, where it was city streets, city interiors. The bells ring throughout. That was Jingle All the Way. I remember now. Pete Campbell. Floyd, you got 1 day left on your all right, hold on. Let's give Floyd a second, 1 day to get a new contract here. 0.0. 4.1, not too bad. Send it to the archive. There's the man himself. I was waiting for you to walk into my office, dude. I knew you'd be back. And look at that. That's a bargain, if there ever was one. All right, now we'll put Floyd on this movie. I was waiting for you to come around, Floyd, so you could star in this one, or as the director, I should say. Kind of a lower level of dude for this movie, huh? We've got Luis Guzman and Carl Hansen left. We do have a lot of women. Oh, you know what? That's our problem, is we've been focusing on male-driven movies again. We need more women in our movies. You know what? Give these two guys a chance to do something. Sure. Parent figure is back to normal. Gary Trotter is pretty much done. $3 million though. Dude, we might need to pivot fully to trash movies alone, because they're actually making quite a lot of money compared to the other movies that we've been putting out there now that we're out of the alliance, huh? Something to think about. Radioactive and Falls in Love. 6 and 3. Throw a rap party. Gotta make everybody happy. And then let's set up our post-production here, and then we'll call it good. For the episode, I mean. And the movie, I suppose. Perfect. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.